Welcome back to Record Rift, where we tear through history's pages to reveal the moments that shaped our world. Today, we're standing in the heart of Rome on July 19, 64 AD, as flames engulf the Eternal City, turning marble palaces and wooden slums into ash. Picture panicked citizens fleeing through choking smoke, while whispers spread that Emperor Nero played his lyre, reveling in the chaos. The Great Fire of Rome wasn't just a disaster. It was a turning point that birthed a myth and reshaped an empire. Did Nero really fiddle as Rome burned? What caused this inferno? Join us as we unravel the Great Fire, a saga of destruction, blame, and rebirth. Let's ignite the past. In 64 AD, Rome was the glittering capital of a vast empire, home to 1 million people, emperors, senators, merchants, and slaves. Sprawling across 7 hills, the city boasted grand temples like the Pantheon and bustling forums, but its heart was a maze of narrow alleys packed with wooden tenements, ripe for disaster. Emperor Nero, at 26, was a controversial ruler, known for his love of poetry and theater but distrusted by Rome's elite for his erratic behavior. The empire faced tensions, high taxes, grain shortages, and unrest in provinces like Judea. Fire was a constant threat in Rome, with no organized fire brigade, only night watchmen with buckets. Yet, the city thrived, unaware of the calamity about to strike. The fire began on the night of July 18 to 19, 64 AD, likely in a merchant shop near the Circus Maximus, where oil-soaked goods caught a spark. Fueled by summer winds, the blaze spread rapidly through Rome's densely packed slums. By dawn, flames roared across the Palatine and Cælian hills, consuming homes, shops, and temples. Residents like Marcus, a baker in the Subura district, fled with what they could carry, while others, trapped in collapsing buildings, perished. Ancient historian Tacitus, writing decades later, described a city in chaos, with screams echoing as the fire raged for 6 days, then flared again for 3. Of Rome's 14 districts, 3 were destroyed, and 7 severely damaged, leaving thousands homeless. Nero's response to the fire has been debated for centuries. Tacitus and Suetonius, both critical of Nero, claim he was at his villa in Antium, 35 miles away, when the fire began, returning only on the 2nd day. He opened his palace gardens to refugees, distributed food, and organized relief, but rumors swirled that he watched from a tower, singing about Troy's fall while playing his lyre. Modern scholars doubt this, noting the Lyre story emerged later, likely as propaganda by Nero's enemies. The fiddle, an anachronism, wasn't invented then, but the image of a callous Nero stuck. Some sources, like Cassius Dio, even suggest Nero started the fire to clear land for his grand Domus Aurea palace, though evidence is thin, pointing more to an accidental spark. As the flames died, Rome faced a scapegoat hunt. Nero, under pressure to deflect blame, accused Christians, a small but growing sect mistrusted for their secretive rituals. Tacitus records brutal persecutions. Christians were crucified, burned as torches, or torn apart by dogs, possibly including apostles Peter and Paul. This marked Rome's first major Christian persecution, cementing their martyrdom narrative. Estimates of the fire's toll vary. Hundreds likely died, with thousands displaced. The economic cost was staggering, with looted treasures and ruined markets. Nero seized the crisis to rebuild, widening streets and mandating brick construction, but his lavish Domus Aurea, a golden palace sprawling over 100 acres, fueled resentment among Rome's elite and poor alike. Rebuilding Rome transformed the city. Nero's reforms introduced fire-resistant stone buildings and broader avenues, improving sanitation and safety. The Domus Aurea, with its artificial lake and frescoed halls, became a symbol of excess, though it was later buried by successors. The fire weakened Nero's rule. His taxes to fund rebuilding and rumors of arson eroded support, leading to his downfall in 68 AD. The persecution of Christians sowed seeds for their later rise, as martyrdom stories spread. Rome's recovery showcased its resilience, but the fire exposed social divides, with the poor suffering most while Nero's projects favored the elite. The Great Fire's legacy endures in history and myth. The image of Nero fiddling, remains a cultural shorthand for callous leadership, seen in works from Renaissance art to modern films like Quo Vadis. Archaeological digs beneath Rome reveal charred timbers and melted statues, confirming the fire's scale. Tacitus and Suetonius, though biased, provide vivid accounts, while sites like the Colosseum, built on the Domus Aurea's lake, tie the fire to Rome's evolution. The event's lessons, about blame, rebuilding, and propaganda, resonate in modern crises. The Great Fire wasn't just Rome's tragedy, it was a moment that redefined an empire and birthed a legend that still burns bright. That's the blazing saga of the Great Fire of Rome, a disaster that tested an empire and sparked a myth. What do you think? Did Nero start the fire, or was he unfairly blamed? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and tell us what historic mystery you want us to explore next on Record Rift. If this journey through 64 AD gripped you, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell to join our quest through history. Until next time, keep uncovering the rifts that shape our past. This is Record Rift, signing off.